Yeah, I'm not even drunk, and it's 2 p.m.
When you were starting to write Super Sad True Love Story, what were you thinking you wanted to do?
When I started writing in 2006, I thought, okay, what would a collapse of the United States look like? And I thought, you know what? The banks are going to go first. Lehman Brothers, all those guys. So that was.
You knew that.
That's where I started.
Okay.
I kid you not. Then I thought, okay, GM, Chrysler, they make crappy cars. Nobody wants to buy them. That's going to go next.
Okay.
So as I started writing this in 2006, everything started happening.
Yeah.
And I thought, all right, I got to make this worse and worse and worse. And it got to the point where the whole country's bought by a Norwegian hedge fund.
Right.
That's where I said, okay, maybe it doesn't get worse than this. But who knows?
It seems like you really understand the hapless loser, the geek. Have you studied them? Have you?
Yes, I've studied them very closely because I was never one myself.
Right, sure.
I never read Isaac Asimov's science fiction magazine as a child.
Uh-huh.
Sneaking into the bathroom, reading page after page of it. So obviously the only way I know geeks is just in passing.
Right. But honestly, is there some of you in Lenny?
Of course.
Yeah.
Some of me and all my characters.
What is the true story in it?
When I started it, it was like a giant geeky sci-fi romp.
Yeah.
And then my editor, who's brilliant, was like, what about the love, Gary? Can't you share some of the love? And it became, I hope, like a real love story. Because I've never written one.
Thanks.
All right.
Cheers, sir. It follows Lenny, an older Jewish guy who's pining after a younger Asian girl named Eunice. It kind of reminds me of Woody Allen a little bit. It's like the Woody Allen.
He got down with that girl. He married his daughter, right?
Well, it wasn't his daughter. It was his stepdaughter.
Keep it in the family. Why branch out? The thing about Woody Allen, what I like, is that he entertains. And that's what I think novelists should do too.
So what is entertaining in a novel?
2 hyphenated words. Page turner. That's it. I want to be able to turn the page all the time. When I read something where it's dull, I'm like, dude, why aren't you why aren't you entertaining me?
Yeah.
That's effed up. That I spent $24.95
for this book, and you're not doing it.
I'm getting basically, theory and whatever.
There's some pretty funny English exchanges in this from Eunice's mom. Yeah. Did you worry about being ethnically insensitive?
We'll see. I mean, I've always made fun of Russians and Jews because I am one.
That's safe then.
That's safe, yeah. No, as an immigrant, you're always allowed to go after your own kind.
Yeah.
But here, I'm not like I'm going after Koreans. I think the portrait is. Chang-Rae Lee was my mentor, a Korean American, and he said, I gave him a copy, and he said, this is actually a very loving portrait of us. And I was like, oh, thank God you think that. Yeah. But I know some people won't. People are very thin-skinned, which for a satirist is very enjoyable. If I don't make somebody upset,
then you haven't done your job.
Doing my job.
Yeah. In June, the New Yorker named what exactly they call you? The 20 under 40 luminary fiction writers. Yeah. You're one of the 20.
That's nice.
Does that make you dread 40?
Yeah. After 40, I stopped counting. But then everyone stops counting after.
Okay. What does that exactly mean? That you're a luminary fiction writer?
I get a discount on the MTA. Bloomberg, he's so writer-friendly.
Yeah, he's a wonderful person.
He's a lovely, lovely human being.
Sure. So let me get to the big question we always ask at the end of these. Who is your favorite alcoholic writer?
Who's my favorite alcoholic writer? Oh my God, they're all so great. There's so many answers to this question. Richard Yates, definitely.
Richard Yates?
Yeah, A Revolutionary Road.
Oh, yeah.
When I was a youngin', I thought that being an alcoholic was part of the writer's lifestyle.
So you drank heavily as a youngin'?
I drank very heavily, and among other things. Yeah.